that over. That's probably up. Alright, now performance mode. Check. Performance mode. Check. Alright, let me go back to the audible. I did 6.5 and 5. Six and a half, 5. Alright, let me set this depth chart. Let's play. James was my starter last year. Ooh, slow. Good gosh. I don't think I have that many receivers on the roster either. Yep, that's all I got. boy, is we hurting. We are hurting. Gotta get to a bowl, gotta get to the bowl. Got a D tackle in my middle linebacker. Woo. Jeez. Oh, fudge. Nichols. No. Play him. I don't care. Just freaking Murphy and Dukes. Got our ass gashed this year. Shit. Kicker, punter, right. Loose. Hines. Put him back there. Where's these rules at? Probably attachments. No. Well, the rules. Coaching XP. Gameplay. Coaching XP. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, what a game. I have to do recruiting after this shit. first dub, baby.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. To the players and coaches, that 100-yard by 53-yard patch of turf out there is the same no matter where you play it. But a different atmosphere for the fans, for the alumni, and sometimes it's energizing for the entire fan base just to experience something new, and that's what we have in this neutral site clash today. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Both teams have sent their special teams onto the field, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. And there's the opening kick of the season. He's to the 20. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field. He gets to about the 34-yard line. And now he's got room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Tackle at about the 3-yard line. Perfectly run option keeper.
Not what you'd expect when you prepare all week to defend the option. But then again, give this offense some credit. These guys aren't exactly the scout team.
Shit.
Puts it right in his hands. Touchdown. he tacks on the extra point. Time for an update from the studio. Reese, what have you got?
The Gators came into the game ranked 8th. A hard-fought game. How high can they stay in the poll? And for Kentucky, they start the season with a victory. The Wildcats win it big.
Wow, what an upset. I'm not sure anybody would have predicted that one. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Hell of a neutral site.
Sends it sailing downfield. And they can forget about returning this one. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. Pass out to the tight end, but it's incomplete. He was way out in front on that one.
Yeah, there was no chance for the tight end to catch up to that ball there.
From their own 25-yard line, it's second down. And a quick throw. He's taken down right around the 32-yard line. Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Nice run there as they work the outside. They'll get a first down there on the play with the run from the tailback.
He got by a couple of defenders and made it to the sticks for the first down.
Fires quick, tipped.
This is what the opponent likes to do. Tight as well.
From their own 36-yard line, second down. He gets hit out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Good pitch and catch there on second down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him the first down. That's just a nice play.
To the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
That was just smash-mouth, helmet-to-chin football by the defensive line there. They dominated the point of attack.
From the 48-yard line.
How you doing?
Second down. Rolls to the right. Lost the ball. Fumble.
Get a little sloppy here with the ball handling. It's a good thing they were near the sideline. Otherwise, the defense could have pounced on that football.
This is the 8th play of this drive. Quick shot. The defender tips it away.
Alert read on that play. He didn't have too much time to react to that pass.
Trying to change the field position with his kick. Calls for the fair catch.
Let's see if we can slow down this team.
The last time we saw this offense on the field, they drove the length of the field. And you think back to what that defensive coordinator tried to do. He tried to change some things up, but nothing seems to work. It's going to be interesting to see how he can have an impact on this drive.
And he's tackled around the 27-yard line.
Talk about a dual threat. Guys, this guy can hurt you in the air or on the ground.
Oregon State is up a score. Makes it out to about the 36.
Come on, man.
That brings up second and goal.
He's at midfield. He's at the 40. He's into the open field. And he's finally shoved out at the 33-yard line. They might be coming here.
Count, made a tackle.
And they hit him in the backfield.
Those linebackers do a great job of stopping the run, but they need to be careful of the play-action pass. You can easily get fooled and give up some big yards through the air.
From the 38-yard line, second down. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
Stop right here. Okay. 10-0.
Great pressure on the quarterback forced that incompletion.
Boy, they really pounded him on that throw.
They're going to try a long field goal here. Oregon State can make this a two-possession game with this field goal. It's up, looks long enough, and he just drilled it from long range.
Boy, he had plenty of distance there and pushed it through. Very impressive leg strength.
10-0, Oregon State. Harrison has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession.
They've been beaten soundly on both sides of the ball, and we haven't even gotten to the second quarter.
Throws in the middle. It's a fumble. Picked up by the defense. Tackle made at the 42.
It's not like receivers don't practice hanging onto the ball all week. This is just a case of the defense creating a turnover.
They'll take over here, ready to start a new series. And the booth is going to take a few looks at this to see whether or not the ball came out before he was down. So a big momentum shift could be in the making here as we take a look at the possible fumble. Well, after seeing the replay, it was apparent that his knee was down before he lost the ball.
Yep, those guys in the booth aren't perfect, but they got it right this time.
There's a strike complete. And he's taken down at the 49-yard line.
That makes it first and 10.
From the 49-yard line, first down.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
Oh my gosh.
Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury. Throws off his back foot, and it's picked off. And he's level at the 36-yard line.
Brad, it's still early in this game, and they might be able to get back into it. I just feel like the quarterback seems to be forcing things a bit. I understand trying to get back and fighting to get back in the game, but that time to throw an interception when you really need points, that was a big mistake.
From their own 36-yard line, it's first down. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. The option to the tailback good for about 4 yards.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
And that defense is getting a little excited down there.
Encroachment defense.
They're giving away 3 yards and only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Brought down at about the 19-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back.
I'm telling you, every yard you gain is earned, and those were about as tough as they come.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
There we go. Alright. Now my offense has got to do something. Concussion of the game.
He's tackled around the 14-yard line.
That was nose-to-nose football right there, and the defense this time wins the battle.
They'll line it up for the field goal. The Trojans lost a player to an earlier injury, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to come back today. He gets it up, and he got it. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. Tackle made at the 11.
Oh boy.
Now here comes the offense, and you've got to wonder if that last interception's weighing on the quarterback's mind at all.
Anytime you give the ball away, it's a disappointment. So these guys want to show that they can hang on to it.
This is intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 11. Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. And they make the stop at about the 15-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Throws it in a hurry.
And that was such a good job of reading the coverage and knowing where his receivers were. Any coach in the country would be thrilled to see that kind of composure, especially on 3rd down.
Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. And down he goes around the 47-yard line.
We're going to find out what kind of character this football team has. I mean, I thought they had a chance to get back into this game. Now this big interception, let's find out what kind of fight and character they have to try to get back in the game.
As we change ends of the field, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of a change in the outcome. Oregon State's got a 13-point lead. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2.
Terrible on my part.
He's at the 30. Big opening. Touchdown, OSU. And he adds the extra point. Harrison looks ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. And they can forget about returning this one.
No matter how much people want to talk about points and offense, I still think that the best offense is a great defense. When you put a 0 up there, it makes it pretty easy on your own offense to go out there and win the game.
It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I've got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
Taylor intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver.
Number 83, the intended receiver on the play. That brings us 3rd and 10.
From their own 25-yard line. 3rd down. Wideout makes the first down catch. They'll bring him down to 39-yard line. There was a defender right in his face that time.
You have a great concentration by the receiver to come away with this ball. Nice job.
He airs it out. He's picked it off. This time it's the safety.
Brad, I'm going to put that one on the quarterback.
It's my fault, but
I think he's forcing the issue out there. I understand you're down a couple scores and you're trying to get back into the game, but you can't get it all back at once. You've got to be patient, take your time, and methodically work yourselves back as a team back into this game.
all right, let's go. We gotta get this.
He's out to the 30. He makes his way to about the 32.
We gotta get this one possession before half. Yeah, we can.
Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
False start. Offense.
That penalty will move them back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
First and 15 now after the penalty. Up the middle for a nice gain. They get 4 yards on the halfback option.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
He's to the 40. He's at midfield. Tackle at the 45-yard line. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
Not reacting.
Runs outside for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 6.
The lineman got a little ahead of the snap count. Here's the call.
Ball start. Offense. Still second down.
We've got a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 45-yard line. Halfback's got it on the quick throw. He's taken down at the 31.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He's got it out to his tight end. And he's tackled at the 10.
Here's the true test of a quarterback at any level. Can they make a good throw under pressure when 1 or 2 or 3 guys are coming right at him? I think this young passer has proven that, yes, he can.
And he hits him hard at the 14. The quarterback trying to do a little too much by himself.
Hey, maybe next time he'll get it out to the back so he can do something with it.
So it's 2nd and 13. Ball on the 14. Touchdown, Beavers.
Outstanding run and great execution by the entire offensive unit, especially the blocking up front.
And he hits the PAT. It was an 8-play, 88-yard drive, and a touchdown's a result. Harrison has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. He just drills this one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. Second and 10. Ball on the 25. Complete. He's got room. That's a great tackle at the 35. Runs it left for a decent gain. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 42. Fires quick. Tipped.
Alert read on that play. He didn't have too much time to react to that pass.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
field.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
From the 43-yard line, first down. Quick out to his receiver. Tackle made at the 14-yard line. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Number 83 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 14-yard line. Nice run up the middle. Hines gains around 6 yards on the run.
Did not expect that. Good gosh.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive. Touchdown, Troy. Well-designed play to get the halfback into the end zone.
Hey, for this guy, it doesn't matter how it's drawn up. He can make his own play as he goes along. That was a nice run.
Gotta tackle. Gotta make tackles.
And he tacks on the extra point. A 9-play, 76-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
You know, they practiced all week this week, and they told us yesterday, Brad, that they felt pretty good about what they put in, the plan that they had. And I think now that you see them playing today, it's no wonder they felt so good.
And we see this offense again after what you, Kirk, called a very physical touchdown drive.
Well, I say that, Brad, because the big hog mollies up front were able to create holes for the running game, and it helped them get the score. Let's see if they can do it again.
The running back gets a yard, maybe less.
That makes it 2nd
Where
and
the
10.
run fits. Where we at?
And he's taken down at the 34-yard line.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Damn, corners right all over me. Jeez.
And they got him for a loss. The defensive end was the victor on that play as he bolted in to tackle him for a loss.
And he was able to do that because the interior linemen held their ground, leaving the runner with no options.
Harrison is waiting for the snap.
You hope that a lane or two will open up and give you some space to work with. But that never happened on this kick. A long field didn't bother them the last time out, and that's how they'll set up for this drive. Let's see what they do here. Now, I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there where they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
Breaks one. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
I'd go right back to him. He's got the skills to make things happen, and the defense might not be able to keep up at this moment.
Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it.
And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line.
They don't have enough time to play dink and dunk football like this. They need to move the ball and do it quickly.
From the 34-yard line, it's 2nd down. Strike to his receiver, no good.
Truman, the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
there's plenty of game. I don't know if I got the leg. I might have to go for this. Ooh, 64, jeez.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. Receivers got the first down. He's tackled at the 16.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Jack. My man, Jack.
There's a strike complete. He's down.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
I think they win the Super Bowl, Jack. Defensive front is...
It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 12. And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback. Troy just took their first time out. This is the 8th play of this drive. And he's hit immediately.
I really like going to the tight end here on 3rd down. It's not even about the defense not expecting it, because I think they did. It's about mismatches. He's probably bigger and stronger than the guy who's trying to cover him.
And he is drilled at the 2-yard line. Troy's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half. And the halfback's got nowhere to go.
Well, those are the kind of hits that'll take some miles off a ball carrier.
10th play of the drive. This defense not wanting to give an inch here. Touchdown, Trojans.
Right, that's what we needed right there. Cheapy going.
He makes the PAT. Harris is lined up to kick this one
1
off.
a.m., huh?
Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Period of high school.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. It's going to be interesting to see how the action shakes out in this series. And they make the stop around the 25-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
We played a half of football.
Right, here we go.
Oregon State in front, 27-14. Welcome back, everybody. 2nd half action about to begin. Excellent kick.
Get away, ref.
He's to the 10. Taken down by the kicker. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
Flipping is the call, and now they'll have to find a way to make up those yards right here. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. He's to the 20. And down he goes at about the 27-yard line.
Sometimes a jukebox goes in, sometimes it doesn't. I hate spin. Constantly spin.
From their own 27-yard line. First down. Fires that quickly, incomplete.
That makes it second and 10.
Now he's scrambling. Caught out of the open. They'll bring him down at the 36. It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. Throws complete. He's got space to work. Tackle at the 46.
Stick it in
Quick strike, and he drops it. Well, he tried to thread the needle with that pass.
Well, here the quarterback makes a poor decision throwing into coverage. Needs to look at his progression and find the second and third receiver.
See that corner blitz.
From their own 46-yard line. Second down. Got his receiver. Dropped it. Incomplete.
Here's a case of the quarterback so eager to make a play that he failed to see the danger of that attempt and nearly gave the ball away.
Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that was a rocket. If the receiver didn't come down with it, the quarterback made sure nobody else was going to come down with it either.
Lucas, the return man. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. He fights forward to about the 26.
That makes it second and 8.
There's a fumble. He picks it up. He goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's first and 10. Ball on their own 46. And he's level at the 42.
Ouch. Pretty big loss on the play, and I think they might want to reassess the strategy here. Perhaps run a screen, maybe hit the tight end on a short pattern. This D-line is just a bit much to handle at this moment.
39-yard line.
The entire defense just collapsed on that run and got penetration into the backfield. Nice job by the safety to clean up the mess.
3rd down, and they need to get it inside the 44. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. He steps up, and they got him.
Coaches don't like it when their quarterback gets hit like that. Don't be surprised to see the old coach get on his linemen to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Hines awaiting the return.
Let's take a shot.
They'll bring him down at the 44. They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession.
If they're going to make a comeback in this game, it's going to have to start now. This offense has to get rolling.
Zips it to the tailback, incomplete.
The ball just sailed on him, and he knows it. He'll get it next time.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. He's taken down at the 41-yard line.
There was good pressure coming in, but he stood his ground and found his teammate for a nice game.
Click it now.
Tackle made at about the 25-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 25. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That's a gain of 4. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Settle down.
Caught with room to work. Touchdown, Troy. And he hits the PAT. So that's a 5-play, 56-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
This quarterback has really demonstrated a tremendous amount of ability and leadership today. I'd be very surprised if he didn't continue to play well.
He sends this one deep. He's to the 20, and he makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Here comes the offense. No doubt looking to take better care of the ball on this drive.
Sometimes when you lose the football, you start to focus a little bit more. So a turnover can actually work out in your favor.
And a quick throw. He's knocked out of bounds at the 23.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Oregon State with a 6-point lead. Dickerson gets a carry right side. Makes it out to about the 36. He tackles him for a loss.
Loss of 6
Second down and 17. Ball on the 30-yard line. Makes it out to about the 39. Zips it to the back. And he's taken down at the 47-yard line. Offense lines up in a 5-wide set and a defense anticipating pass here. And he hits him hard at the 49.
Help safety. One pass that he's supposed to run.
He's going right. Makes the grab and steps out right away. Oregon State up 6.
Good respawn by them.
He's at the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And he adds the extra point. So an 8-play, 77-yard drive. And the result, 7 points. So our score, 34-21. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. The offense really came up with a nice drive there last time out, and most of those yards came through the air.
This defense needs to improve from front to back. The line needs to put more pressure on the quarterback, and the defensive backs need to stick it to these receivers with tighter coverage.
He's got it out to his tight end. Brought down right around the 36-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 36. Quick pass. He's tackled around the 48-yard line. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. And they make the stop around the 37-yard line. From the 37-yard line, it's first down. Quick throw. There's a very impressive open field tackle. Robertson picks up about 4 yards with a catch.
That makes it second and 6.
And down he goes at the 33-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Well, this turned out to be a pretty good ball game, and we've got 1 quarter to go. 34-21, Oregon State. Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Now he tries to buy some time. Runs with it, and he's got room. Slides down to the ground. He got the first down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
From the 15-yard line, first down. The 10. Fires out to his wideout. And he tackles him hard at the 1-yard line.
That makes it first and goal.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Touchdown, Trojans. And he tacks on the extra point. Harris has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
This is my kind of game. We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense could continue the flow that we've seen from the previous 3 series.
Come on, man.
This is a pretty crucial series right here, with things being so tight. Your best players have to step it up on both sides of the ball. Oregon State is up by 6. Heading for the corner. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Beavers.
Just a great effort there. Once he had some space, he was off to the races.
Some bullshit.
And they're looking to get 2 points here. They got it. So with just over 6 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Oregon State 42, Troy 28. Harrison is lined up to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. We're about set to start things up again. And that one's incomplete.
Robertson was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 25-yard line. 2nd down.
Why is the game audio not?
Caught, and this is going to be a 1st down. They'll bring him down around the 45-yard line.
That's a big play right there. If they can get this ball into the end zone, you're looking at a 1-possession game.
1st and 10.
Throws complete. He's got room to work. Tackle at the 28. What a play.
Boy, solid job there by the quarterback, recognizing the defensive coverage and delivering the ball to the open receiver.
From the 28-yard line. 1st down. Throws it out right to the running back. And he is drilled at the 24.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Game audio screwed up on there, I think.
Got an opening. Makes it out to about the 16. from the 16-yard line. It's first down. Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. It's a fumble. The defense has it.
You screwed me on the last possession.
This offense just torched the defense through the air with a great passing attack on their last drive.
You can bet this defense made some adjustments on the sideline, though. I don't know if they can stop the passing attack, but they need to at least be able to slow it down.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
That'll bring up second and 3.
Gotta get the ball, gotta get the ball, gotta get the ball twice.
They go to the left for a nice game.
Gain of 7 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
I got shaft.
He gets out to about the 35-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That brings up second and
22-35.
Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Ball start, offense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they can just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
Second down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 30. And now he's got room to run. He's to the 40. He gets it out to about the 47-yard line.
309 rushing yards. They're going to win 8 games giving that up.
Beach picks up around 3 on the speed option there.
This run was disrupted by the blitz of the middle linebacker.
Plus, finally, he's hurt.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut. They get about 4 on that keeper.
That makes it third and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on third down. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. And he's tackled around the 23-yard line.
Rodgers on the tackle at the 20-yard line. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. Less than 3 minutes in the game. I don't think we'll have time to get this play off. Inside the 10. Touchdown, OSU. Hold everything, folks. There's a marker down. Let's get the call.
Maybe we get a turn.
Little stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
From the 24-yard line. First down. Tackle made at about the 23-yard line.
That'll bring up second and 11.
This is the 9th play of this drive. taken down around the 14-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Throws it to the outside. Finds the halfback in the end zone. Touchdown.
F-worded.
He makes the PAT.
Ah, man.
Harrison has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. Nothing left here except to see the clock hit 0. A comeback is just not happening. They come out in an empty backfield. He chucks it downfield. Intercepted, and I think I can hear the fat lady singing. And he's taken down at the 43-yard line.
Personal foul. Flipping. Offense.
So they'll move back after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here.
Schroeder comes in at quarterback.
And he keeps it on the option play and picks up 6.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, Oregon State 49, Troy 28.
Troy 28.
Dude. Should have kept throwing the ball. I just kept throwing it. sucks. But team isn't very good. I'm trying to get our way to another job, new job. Just trying to win this conference.